morning, love bugs. Tina Jolie here, aka SirenbellaSays. I want to welcome you back to my channel. So today I went over to Marshalls for a quick stop. I needed some facial cleansing wipes, and I was hoping that they had replenished some of their inventory, because after the holidays they were depleted. And lo and behold, they had so many new skincare items, specifically from a brand that I have grown to love, which is Pacifica Beauty. Not only are their products just nourishing, smell good, the packaging is beautiful, it's sustainable, it's environmentally friendly, and this is the way that they market their products. You know, they have everything from cleansers to masks to moisturizers to you know, facial cleansing wipes, perfumes. Apparently they have foundations too, which I'm really excited to get my hands on. But I decided today to pick up as much as I could for a full cleansing regimen, and I feel like I was pretty successful. Okay, I'm back. So I went into the other bathroom and grabbed my Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. So I'm just gonna go ahead. As you can see, this looks like a living fucking nightmare. This could be the Halloween costume in itself. This is the Cactus Revive Milk to Foam Face Wash, okay? Its claims are that it removes dirt and cleanses with cactus water and salt water, and that it has bubbles, which I imagine means that its effervescence will help to break down and move away dirt and other particles. It's gonna go ahead and take about that much. And I do have my face washing sponge that I picked up from Marshalls. I absolutely love it. It looks like a massive beauty sponge, and it's got like a textured surface, and I use it to, to work in my products. We're gonna figure out a way to get this off, because it's not going anywhere. But overall, aside from the slight tingling sensation in my eyes, I think my face looks very bright. I'm gonna grab some more of the Pharmacy Green Clean Balm and see if, oh my god, it's really almost gone. And see if I can't get... Okay, so next we have this Glow Baby Youth Salvation Walnut Scrub that claims to polish away impurities, to get you glowing, and with coconut, walnut, rose hips, and flax. And I don't know why I was so interested in the fact that it has flaxseed in it. It is for all skin types, again, 100% vegan, cruelty-free, and you get 1.7 fluid ounces or 50 mils. I mean, it seems like a generous size. Oh, and I should have mentioned the price. I picked this up for, so I picked up the Cactus Revive face wash for $4.99, originally $10, according to the sticker, and this Glow Baby scrub is $5.99. My face is still slightly damp. All right, it's like a nice medium liquid consistency. You know how some scrubs you squeeze it out and it's not going anywhere? All right, definitely feels very granular, but very finely milled grains. Kind of reminds me of the St. Ives, the old school apricot scrub. Now here's the thing, you all, when you're going in with scrubs like this, you want to A, be careful around the eye area and the nose and lips, and B, do not go in super aggressively, okay? There is such a thing as over exfoliation. It can make your skin, it just taxes it, you know? But you can really cut like the surface of your skin. You can have baby cuts. You can make your skin overproduce oils, because oil is not the enemy. And there was a better way for me to explain that, but all right, so I do feel like I worked that in for about a minute. I do not exfoliate every day. I keep it to about 3 times a week. To each your own. I would consult a dermatologist or an esthetician, you know, but you know your skin. If you have sensitive acne-prone skin like I do, I don't like to use towels, especially hand towels that you hang on the rack. You know, you go and you wash your hands, and then you take that same towel that people have washed their hands on, and you go and you dab it into your face. Next, We are going in with this Sea Change Future Youth Serum. It claims to hydrate and replenish, concentrated floral cells, powerhouse antioxidants, again, for all skin types, 100% vegan, cruelty-free, and 1 fluid ounce or 30 mils. And I picked this up for $7.99, so far the most expensive of all the products. And it says, again, to compare at $10. Oh yeah, so, all right, we're gonna prime it. Probably a bit too much, but really beautiful texture. And it just smells like clean. All right, I'm gonna rub it like this. All right. Yeah, I probably put too much, but that's okay. I tend to start at the exterior. I always remember my neck. And this is a time when I just speak lovingly to my face. All right, last but not least, we're going to try this Cactus and Kale oil-free renewal lotion, weightless hydration, cactus, kale, and rose extract, vitamin enriched for all combination skin types. I love that. I love how inclusive this brand is. Cruelty-free, vegan, 1.7 fluid ounces or 50 mils. Pick this up for $5.99 compared at $10. Go in with about a quarter-sized amount. No fragrance out the gate. Okay, now when I go in with about this, it feels quite watery, but in a good way. I start at my neck, and then I start at the perimeter, forehead, and just work my way in. It feels almost like sunscreen. How interesting. And it smells very sunscreeny, which I'm okay with. I'm gonna hop off camera, apply my, just a natural, I'm just feeling glowy. I think Pacifica Beauty, I think just glowy, bronzy goddess. So I'm gonna attempt, show you some other things that I picked up on my Marshalls haul, and yeah, and then we'll wrap up. So don't go too far, okay? I love you, bye. Looks really pretty. Hi, love bugs, I'm back. It's been about 2 hours since I cleansed my face, applied my makeup, and I've been sitting in front of the computer for about an hour now, looking up some ingredients online so that I could be better informed while talking about some of the main ingredients in the Pacifica skincare products that I picked up today from Marshalls. So the first one we're going to talk about is the Cactus Revive. This is the Milk to Foam Face Wash. Now, the ingredients that I'm pretty familiar with, that we're pretty familiar with, I imagine, I kind of skipped over. First ingredient being aqua or water. The second ingredient listed is myristic acid. And forgive me if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Again, I am very new at this. I am not a physician. I am not an esthetician. I understand that different websites, you have to think about who's publishing the content, and not all websites and not all information is created equally. So with that being said, as consumers, it is our responsibility to be informed and remain informed, or we can choose to remain ignorant. But in this day and age of people, suffering allergies, being gluten intolerant, being sort of allergy laden, I think it's important to know which ingredients can be possible irritants, especially if you're like me. I have aging skin and I have acne prone skin, super sensitive skin. With that being said, a lot of these terms sound super scientific. A lot of them are, ingredients that we cannot pronounce. And I think, when products are FDA approved, we have this false sense of security. And especially when, brands are labeled organic or, all natural. We have, again, it's like this security blanket. We feel like, companies aren't going to put toxic chemicals. But the truth is that that's not always true. So going back to Pacifica, this is a brand that I have been attracted to for a long time. I'm lured in by their packaging. I'm attracted to the fact that whenever I tag them in videos on Instagram, they always respond in kind. The creator, her name is Brooke Harvey Taylor. She founded this brand as a young person, a college-age student. It started more with her playing in her kitchen, as it describes online, where she would experiment with essential oils, started making perfumes, partnered with, I hope I'm not making a mistake, with Billy Taylor, and in 1996 or 1997, Pacifica Beauty was born. So you figure they've been around for over 20 years. They've received awards from the Small Business Administration. They're, if I'm not mistaken, based in Oregon. With that being said, going back to this Cactus Revive, so we've got aqua as the first ingredient and then myristic acid. I'm going to try to put it up on the screen. I'm still working on how to insert different images. So when I looked up myristic acid, and I don't know if you're like me, acid, the word acid makes me nervous. Okay, so what myristic acid is, it's a fatty acid, and it's used as a lubricant. It can be easily absorbed by skin, okay? Sounds straightforward enough. The next ingredient that stuck out to me was potassium hydroxide. And when I looked up potassium hydroxide, this is what I came up with. I Googled, is potassium hydroxide good for your skin? And what came up under the Truth in Aging website is that it's extremely corrosive and can be a hazard irritant when exposure is at high levels. Now, mind you, this is listed as the 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th ingredient out of several ingredients on the packaging, okay? Which means, and typically, not typically, I believe that ingredients are listed in the order of, greatest quantity to smallest quantity. It may cause irritations. It says the levels of the ingredient found in skincare products is unlikely to have damaging or corrosive effects. Now, if you are someone that has extremely sensitive skin, this might be an ingredient that irritates the shit out of your skin. According to Truth in Aging, okay, let's see what they have to say. So when you Google, is potassium hydroxide good for your skin? Let's see what it says. It says potassium hydroxide is a type of lye specifically used to make liquid soap, which makes sense why it would be in a cream cleanser. I'm clicking on Paula's Choice, which is another skincare website. It says that it's highly alkaline, used in small amounts in cosmetics, and it's used to modulate the pH. And the pH is what? pH is basically the acidity of a product, okay? So it's used as a cleansing agent, most often in pure soaps or soap hybrid products. It says in higher concentrations, it can aggravate skin even if used in rinse-off products. Now, this is why this concerns me. It concerns me because it says in smaller quantities it may not be an irritant, but in higher concentrations it can be an irritant. So here's my thing. If this is the 3rd ingredient listed in this cleanser, is it possible that this all-natural milk to foam face wash could be a potential irritant for your skin? This is something that we should think about. I'm going to move forward from there. The next ingredient that stood out to me was cactus oil. Now, when I looked up cactus oil or cactus skin extract, cactus oil is used to calm inflammation. It's an antioxidant and extremely hydrating. And this is something that I found over and over again in the Pacifica Beauty products, is that the majority of the natural skincare products are anti-inflammatory, are hydrating, and are antioxidant, and can work to reverse the damage of UVA rays, aka sun damage. So I'm gonna leave that there and move forward from this cleanser. Let's see what's next. All right, next we're discussing the Glow Baby Youth Salvation Walnut Scrub. Now, I mentioned earlier in the video when I was actually washing my face that I don't use harsh abrasives because I feel that it can, if you over exfoliate, it can damage the integrity of the skin. Little did I know how true my statement was. So when I went through the ingredients, again, the first ingredient is agua. The next ingredient are walnut shells, and walnut shells ground. That's what gives you that exfoliating, that texture, okay? The next ingredient is glycerin. And when I looked up glycerin, glycerin is a humectant. which means it forms a protective layer on the skin and it draws water from the air. So the idea is that it's going to improve hydration. It's going to keep your skin plump and moisturized. Now that's benign enough, okay? Moving along, you've got sunflower oil, and then the next ingredient is stearic acid. Now when I looked up stearic acid, let's see if I can find it. You should see my notes. This is a nightmare. And I appreciate you all for bearing with me. God, my handwriting needs help. All right, let's see if I can find stearic acid. Okay, so stearic acid is a fatty acid that may cause acne. It helps to remove dirt, oil, and sweat, and it is listed as comedogenic. So you know how when products are listed as non-comedogenic, which means that it will not clog pores, which can be a reason why you get acne and blackheads? Well, stearic acid, which is a fatty acid, can clog the pores. So that's something to think about if you have acne-prone skin. Now, the ingredient that really stood out and scared the shit out of me was, let me see if I can find it. "10 years later. Okay, so moving down the list, dirt, oil, and sweat, and it is listed as comedogenic. So you know how when products are listed as non-comedogenic, which means that it will not clog pores, which can be a reason why you get acne and blackheads? Well, stearic acid, which is a fatty acid, can clog the pores. So that's something to think about if you have acne-prone skin. Now, the ingredient that really stood out and scared the shit out of me was papain, which is Papain. So papain is listed right here, okay? About 3/4 of the way. Now, when I looked up papain, what came up was a scientific study that was conducted at the University of Austria, and the findings of this study were published in, let me see if I can find it, the University of Vienna. In 2015 it was published, okay? Now, papain is FDA approved. Now here's the thing. Studies showed that over prolonged use, when papain was tested on white mice and on human skin, what it found was that with prolonged use, papain, what it did was it degraded or broke down the skin's natural barriers. So basically, it compromises the integrity of the barriers that keep out the harmful bacteria, and over time, it breaks it down to the point where it then allows harmful bacteria to enter the skin, causing inflammation, acne, you name it. Okay, when I entered papain, bottomlineinc.com, the website, came up and defined it as an enzyme derived from papaya. Okay, and so the study that was conducted at the University of Vienna, and the findings were published on July 28, 2015, found that when used on white mice and on human skin cells, papain over time actually degraded the skin's ability to keep out harmful bacteria. And over time, what that means is that with prolonged use, you were actually degrading the skin's ability to serve as a barrier against the harmful bacteria, which means you were letting in bacteria and products that could actually harm the skin. It's used to help remove dead skin cells. It's used in most exfoliating products, but it makes it easier for bad compounds to penetrate the skin. And over time, it can also increase water loss, which means it can make your skin dehydrated. It was also found that it can stimulate the release of inflammatory cells. And which made it so interesting is because so many of the ingredients in the Pacifica Beauty line are anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. And then here we have this papain, which does the complete opposite, which can stimulate the release of the inflammatory cells, thereby causing inflammation. And this is especially troublesome for people with eczema, acne, diabetes. So I don't know why this made me extremely nervous, and I think I'm going to return this and stick with my cream cleansers.
I'm gonna leave that one there. Okay, the next product we're gonna talk about is the Sea Change Future Youth Serum. The first three ingredients we have are aqua or water, and then aloe leaf, which we all know that aloe leaf is good for reducing redness, increasing hydration, and it can calm inflammation. You know that when you go and get a sunburn, how you would go home and your parents would slather aloe vera gel. That's the idea behind this ingredient. And then one of the ingredients that stuck out was squalane or squalane, which is derived, it can be derived from sperm whales or it can be derived from plants. So this version is from plants. So when I Googled what is squalane, let's see. They're used in skincare products as a highly effective emollient and natural antioxidant, okay? Historically, squalane has been used in the medical field to treat wounds and skin problems, and they make great skin moisturizers. Okay, so when asked, will it clog pores? The answer is, while it's true that excess oil can clog pores, that's totally different from the oils you apply to your skin, okay? Prolonged use, this helps your skin fight against free radicals. It can prevent premature aging. It can maintain, keep your skin hydrated. All fantastic properties if you have dry or aging skin or even normal skin. Second to last product we used was the Cactus and Kale Oil-Free Renewal Lotion. First ingredients are purified water. Again, we have aloe. We have a coconut fat or coconut oil, and yeah, cactus extract, kale extract, lots of plant extracts. So nothing in this lotion that stood out to me as potentially troublesome. Last but not least, which was actually my favorite, was the Happy Essence Hydro Mist, okay? Font gets progressively smaller. First ingredients are water, glycerin, coconut water, green tea. When I looked up green tea, so we know that green tea is an antioxidant. We can drink it. It's also great for anti-inflammation. And what else did I find that green tea is good for? It's anti-aging, skin soothing. Another product that kept coming up was wild cherry fruit extract, which also is an antioxidant, reduces inflammation, increases hydration. And again, this is a common thread between all of these ingredients: anti-aging, anti-inflammatory, increased hydration, you know, helping fight off free radicals from the sun. But sadly, the Glow Baby and I think it's the Cactus Revive. These two right here, I know for sure I'm gonna return the exfoliant. I'm gonna have to think about this one, because the reality is, natural or not natural as a brand is, there are still ingredients that they have to add to their products to make them creamy, to make them stable, you know, and again, you know, in trace amounts, they may very well be harmless. But I still feel like as consumers, we cannot get too comfortable with the names, you know, branded on these beautiful packages, and just, you know, put our trust in every single brand out there and say, oh, they have our best interest at heart, because the reality is, at the end of the day, these are profit-making ventures. And even though these companies may start in small, warm kitchens by beautiful college students, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of these, you know, these small ventures with, you know, the best missions end up becoming multi-million-dollar companies that are sold to these, you know, huge conglomerates. And bottom line is important. Keeping costs down is important. Profit is important. So I want to believe, and I do believe, that the founders of Pacifica Beauty are good people that have our best interest at heart. I'm going to continue to support the brand. I look forward to getting more familiar with the brand. But again, I implore you to get familiar with what you're putting on your skin and inside your body, all right? This is the only body that we have. This is the only face that we have, and we need to take good care of it. So thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry if I fumbled my way. You know, again, I'm new at this, so I too want to become more informed so that I can teach myself and to teach you all, okay? I'm here for you. So I hope this video finds you well. I can't wait to come back to you. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Please make sure to click that subscribe button, okay? And come see me on Instagram at SirenbellaSays. See you soon. Mwah.